Hey guys, welcome to the On1 In 10. I'm your host, Ayasha Roberson, and I am back with a new artist for every week as you get to see a new indie artist from around the world one-on-one in 10 minutes. On today's show, we have no other than Mr. Tyler Cressman and Ciroyelle here. Welcome to the show, guys. Yay!
Hi there. Thanks for having us.
No, and thank you so much for doing this interview with us on this beautiful, beautiful day. Now, I'm going to start with you, Tyler. Can you tell me a little bit about your musical influence and how you were able to develop your music to what it is today?
Sure. So I've been playing guitar for many years, and I've had many musical influences. I started with like classic rock, but I got into like metal and hard rock and punk and reggae and jazz and, a little bit of everything. And just about a year ago, as the pandemic started, we were all obviously on lockdown, and we were all obviously at home with not very much to do. So I decided I would start writing some songs, and I was just humbled by the response. It's really taken off, and people really seem to enjoy it. And now I'm, getting airplay all around the world, and now I'm getting video interviewed for websites. So it's just really cool. It's been a humbling and fun experience and a wild ride so far.
Yes, and I love your music. I love that you're so multi-talented as an artist. Like you songwrite, you are also a multi-instrumentalist, and you have this song with Ciroyelle. Can you tell me a little bit how you guys were able to come together with such different synergy, but together make this song such a great synergy together with your musical backgrounds being a little bit more different and unique from each other?
Sure. Yeah. We definitely have a different musical background, and we first came across each other. We were both in a German-speaking Twitter group. I'm a German teacher. She's from Germany. And so I heard her voice, and I had just written this song, and I was like, oh, she's got an amazing voice. And so I really want to get her to sing on one of my songs. And that was about a year ago. And, it just kind of came together perfectly. And then not only did we work together musically, but it's also kind of led to us being now engaged, and we're waiting for us to move to the United States, waiting for her to move to the United States as well. So we're not just together in music right now.
Congratulations. I think the best music on people when they're in love and they have that musical influence, because music to me is like frequencies. So you have to be on the same musical frequency wave. And I think that's when the most like oldie but goodie music came from, when people were in love. And those were the songs that are memorable and just makes you feel so good inside. So Ciroyelle, can you tell me a little bit about how you came up with your song? I just love it.
All right, what you said. Which song you mean? Numbers in Color?
I believe it's a song that you and Tyler made together. What it's called? Not Another? No, sorry. It's called, I can't even pronounce it. I think it's Shavir. Shakava. Yes, that song.
Yeah, the second single.
Yes. Now, how did you come up with Shakava, and what does Shakava mean? Because I had a hard time pronouncing that.
Shadavar is it's like a unicorn that we made a story up ourselves, from an old legend. It's like a unicorn living in the desert of Persia, and we just found it. I don't know, he came up with this from Wikipedia or something, and he said, look at this, but there wasn't a real story around it. So we talked about it, and said it's a great idea, and that's how we came up with the whole thing.
I like it. I didn't know it was something from Persian. I was thinking more Indian. I don't know. I just have a different vibration when I listen to the song. It just has this really nice feeling to it. And I just love the way, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. It's like a Middle Eastern vibe.
Yeah, I just love it. And it just puts me in a different type of, I can't even explain it, the different type of like mind frame when I hear that music. It just has a very good smoothness to it and a richness to that song that I actually really, really love. Now, in regards to Tyler, can you tell me a little bit about your new songs, your new release? I know that this just came out, your album, and tell a little bit about your songs and what could your fans expect.
I would say fans can expect, a little bit of everything in this EP. So it's definitely got a hard rock edge to it, but it's got a lot of combined with some punk elements. Obviously, like we were saying, the Middle Eastern vibes. We have that Eastern influence in our music for sure. Can expect like some psychedelic trippy vibes as well with synthesizers and guitar solos. And so it's kind of like an album for all rock fans because it's got, you know, a little bit of everything kind of melded in there. And you can really hear a lot of my musical influences and Ciroyelle's as well in that EP.
Now, can you tell me a little bit about your musical influences? I see in the background you got some pictures of people. I can't see all the pictures, but I know you got some influences, and I can hear it in the music. Can you tell a little bit what were your musical influences as far as your music for this album is to go?
Sure, yeah. So I mean, I would say my favorite band of all time is definitely the Beatles, but I don't think they played too much of an influence in this album. I would say it's some of the more hard rock or psychedelic rock bands that I listen to. Bands like Tool or maybe like Mars Volta or Rush, like a lot of progressive rock. But also I think where I got into kind of like the Eastern vibe is when the Beatles kind of had their like Eastern experimental phase with some of their music too. So I think that's kind of how that gets melded into the album as well. But yeah, a lot of bands like that definitely played a big part in this album.
Great. And how about you, Ciroyelle? What's your musical influence?
Oh, I have a lot of influences. I listen to all kinds of music. I mean, depending on the style and song, you know, I just love music in general. And yeah, I have most influences like also the Beatles, early ages were the first ones that influenced me, and also like people like Tina Turner, maybe.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. I love it. Now,
also Bob Marley.
Oh wow! So it's a great you have really good influences, both of you, because I think from a lot of artists that I've interviewed, they usually stick to one genre where y'all just have a melting pot of different genres, and I think it's really how you're able to create your own musical style and flow, and that's what makes you Ciroyelle, and that's what makes you Tyler Cressman.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Can you tell the audience where could they find your music at?
Sure. So we're available on, you know, all the major streaming platforms, Spotify, SoundCloud. If you want to check out our videos on YouTube, we got some music videos from the latest EP. And of course, if you're interested in purchasing a copy yourself, you guys can go to bandcamp.com. And the name of the EP is Imagined Realities. So it's going to be bought there as well if you'd like to purchase your own digital copy.
Definitely. I want to check that out. Imagine Realities. And also, can you guys make sure you tell people about your social media, and also how can someone book you for a show or a performance?
So yeah, I'm on Twitter at J_Cressman or on Instagram at Tyler Cressman_music. And Ciroyelle can be found on all social media platforms as well. I'm just put in the name Ciroyelle and she'll come right up. And if you're interested in booking for a show or anything like that, you can certainly reach out to me. My contact information is all there on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. You can DM me, send me emails, whatever works best. I usually check it often and can get back to you quickly.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. And also, guys, make sure you listen to Indie Live Music Radio, where you can hear Ciroyelle's and Tyler Cressman music on our station, playing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So thank you guys so much for this interview. I really appreciate it. I love to hear about your next EP that will come out together. And I'm looking forward to Ciroyelle coming to the States. So congratulations to both of you guys. And I'm looking forward from hearing from you guys soon. And again, guys, thank you for tuning in to the 101 in 10, where you get to see and hear from any artist from around the world, 101 in 10 minutes. I'm your host, Ayasha Roberson. Y'all have a good day. Take care.